And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Off play action. It's Howell. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. He's got a man complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. He'll run up the gut with Dobbins, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Howell. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Godwin, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Prescott looks to throw on first. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Daxton Hill puts it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7-0.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Melton, 44 yards. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. This defense for the Jets, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Well, first down there on a pickup of 25. From the red zone now, Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
46.
Now Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage. He took one of the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Touchdown, Vikings! George Kittle from 17 yards out. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Powell gets this into the hands of the tight end Higbee. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
Steps away to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
McCann for the point after.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Jets 21, Vikings 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard
Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first and 10, Prescott.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
It's a keeper with Prescott. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
21, Vikings 7.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. On play action, Prescott. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Chase Young has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now they go play action with Howell.
Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. On 4th down on is Corey Bajorquez to punt.
The deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. On 1st down, Howell. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll go play action. Howell.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
First down, Howell to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbin.
And it's a fumble. But I think Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base and score.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
McCann's kick up and good. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Deontay Johnson, 75 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Howell's throw on target to Godwin here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they they work it across midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now a handoff coming left to Spiller. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Howell. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Jones on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
A first down throw for Prescott. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
Prescott off play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of looking behind it, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
25-yard line.
Jets
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Will Dissly from 10 yards out.
And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early, so now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And again, it's Prescott. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Vikings!
Judy,
61 yards.
and the Vikings have got it back to within a score.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now Dobbins again on second down. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Powell out of the shotgun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Now a nice throw. Six yards left on second down. Powell from the gun. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And that is caught for the 2 points. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off play action, it's Howell. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Daxton Hill brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Prescott. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Now Prescott swings this out for Hunt. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. Touchdown, Vikings. Kareem Hunt, 45 yards. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the foot. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to win.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets them 9. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they go play action with Howell. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Second down and goal. Prescott. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. They'll look to throw. He's got it at the 2. And make him 4 for 4 now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now throwing on first down here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Prescott. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. First down, Prescott. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll throw again. Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26. Throwing, Prescott. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. This is caught. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, 26 yards. And the Vikings are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Pass complete across the formation to Melton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They'll go play action. Powell.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Powell throwing for it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions.
He's got a man, complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. Well, Prescott here to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Prescott. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Prescott to throw on 4th. That's going to be caught. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Throwing here, Howell. This pass complete to Melton.
And some room to work. Touchdown, Jets. Bo Melton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets get a bit closer. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the... Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one play.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Chris Godwin.
53 yards.
And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Throwing here, Prescott. And this is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Prescott. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Prescott to throw it. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal.
To throw is Prescott. Able to get away. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to solve this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what...
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold 1 million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't even methods. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you can sign on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith.